Raider Baseball is on the air. From the Blue Raider Network, it's time for the pregame show. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance and agents Andy Womack and Trevor Haggard, Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital, Brannis and Associates, Las Casas Pharmacy, and Middle Tennessee Electric. And now, let's go to the ballpark.
Hey, good afternoon. We welcome you into another evening of Blue Raider Baseball coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee, as the Blue Raiders will take on the Bisons of Lipscomb University, second meeting of the season between these two. No, this is not Ben Ingram. It's Dick Palmer along with John Callow. And, John, we've got a long-standing series here between these two schools.
We've been playing a long, long time. And I was looking at their notes and reminded that Jeff Forehand, their head coach, has been here 19 years. That means when you and I started working Blue Raider baseball,
it's his first year.
It was his first year.
How about that? So who's going to outlast who? That's
that remains to be seen. But you know, and one of the side stories to this ball game tonight is. The winner, if we can win this ball game, we will be the official champions of the unofficial Nashville Cup. We are 4-0 against our Nashville rivals right now, and if we can beat Lipscomb, we beat them at home. We'll finish 5-0 against our Nashville opponents.
Shame they're not in Conference USA.
Isn't that the truth?
Raiders coming into the game 20-27 overall, 5-16 in Conference USA play. Lipscomb is 22-24, but they're 15-9 in the Atlantic Sun, and they have already clinched a spot in the postseason tournament. In fact, I looked at their standings today. There are only 4 teams in that conference over 500 in conference games.
Wow.
And Lipscomb is one of those 4, so they should get a good seed in their postseason tournament. And, of course, the Raiders are just trying to make the field in Conference USA.
Well, we've got 6 more conference games to go, and the first thing we've got to do is get back ahead of Sam Houston. They're coming to Murfreesboro for the weekend.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, got an interesting chat with one of our Blue Raider freshmen. I think you'll enjoy that. It's coming up right now, a 2-minute break, 2 minutes on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Brannis and Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Brannis and Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Brannis and Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
I'm with Blue Raider freshman Lane Akers as the Raiders take on Lipscomb here on a sunny afternoon. Nice to see the sun shining for a change.
Yes, sir. I agree with that, Mr. Palmer. It's a beautiful day, and we're at a beautiful ballpark today, so can't beat it.
You and your family were honored Sunday at a ceremony before the ball game, and I know that had to be a little bit emotional for you. Your granddad threw out the first pitch, and you caught it. I thought that was a good combination. He's still got a little left in that arm, doesn't he?
Yes, sir. He's got something left in there for sure. But yeah, it was a great Sunday, and it meant a lot to me and my family for sure.
Yeah, honoring your dad, who was a great player for the Raiders, and not only that, but your family has been so supportive of Blue Raider baseball all through the years, and that that means a lot. I know it means a lot to you, but it means a lot to the family too, to the Blue Raider family.
Yes, sir. I agree. Even just wearing his number in memory of him, it's just an honor to be playing for the Blue Raiders right now. So it means a lot.
All right, you're coming out of Siegel High School, right? Sure. And a good high school career. Was there any doubt that you were going to go anyplace else?
No, sir. Wanted to be a Blue Raider out of high school and knew it. Talked with my family right after I had my visit, and I just knew it was home.
Well, you have been used in several different capacities, and the media guide describes you as a utility player. Was that the way you would describe yourself?
Yes, sir, I would. I would definitely say I'm a utility player. They got me playing everywhere, really, so just taking reps everywhere, taking it day by day for sure.
I've seen you taking balls out at shortstop, in the infield, third base, and especially catching. Are you the official bullpen catcher?
Yes, sir. Right now I am, and it's been fun for sure. Definitely a learning experience, but it's been great.
Yeah, so you get to see a lot of different arms out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hopefully we don't need you that much, but the way things have been, you've been pretty busy out there.
Oh, yeah, very busy. Me and I'll give a shout-out to Drew Hillian. He's been helping us in the bullpen, and, yeah, we've been busy for sure.
All right, what's ahead for Lane now? What are your hopes and aspirations as you go on in your college career?
Right now, just finishing out this season strong, and then see what summer ball has to bring, and then from there we'll see how long I can be playing this game that I've loved since I was a kid.
So you were in a little bit of an unusual position at New Mexico, catching outside of a closed bullpen. How was that?
Oh, that was different for sure. I mean, you've seen it in the major league parks for years, where they have it down the right and left field line, and you actually got to block some baseballs for a change in the bullpen, so you got to put your body on the line. But it was different for sure. That heat, it was different.
Well, I think after they saw you jump the fence down there, they might want to recruit you for the track team to do some high jumping.
Yes, sir, for sure. Of course, yeah, that was different.
All right. Well, nice talking to you, and congratulations again on that family honor on Sunday, and carry on the tradition.
Yes, sir. Nice speaking to you, Mr. Palmer.
That's Lane Akers, a very nice, very humble young man. He is a freshman. He's being redshirted this year, so that's why you haven't seen or heard him in the lineup, John. But I think he's destined to play a little baseball at Middle Tennessee.
I think so, and I tell you, it speaks about the confidence this Coach Myers and crew have in him, that he's been traveling with the team, even though he hasn't been on the roster. He's been traveling so that he can be that bullpen catcher.
Yes, that means he is a valuable member of this ball club. All right, we're going to take another break, 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have starting lineups for you. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Middle Tennessee and the Lipscomb Bisons tonight from Ken Dugan Field here in Nashville on the campus of Lipscomb University. Beautiful green and infield and outfield, real grass, real dirt in the infield, John. This is the way the game was meant to be played.
Well, you got that right. And there's almost something, let's see, I saw a description of, it almost has a religious setting, you know. I don't want to be sacrilegious there, but this is the Church of Baseball.
Ascend Federal Credit Union is the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Show your MTSU pride with every purchase. Visit one of their 28 Middle Tennessee branch locations. Ask for your MTSU debit card. What do you got, John?
Well, for the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders, leading off will be our center fielder, Eston Snyder. Clay Badalak will be third base, batting second. Tyler Minnick moves to first base for this ball game. He bats third. Brett Von Dolan will be in the DH slot and batting fourth. Batting fifth, Brett Rogers, the right fielder. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Matt Wolf. Hayden Miller, who's been playing first base for us pretty regularly, moves to left field tonight. He bats seventh. Cooper Clapp will be at second base. He bats eighth. And Jackson Janilla will get the start behind the plate. This will be his 10th start of the season, and he bats ninth. Jack Fortner, a right-hander, will be on the mound for the Raiders. For the Lipscomb Bisons, leading off will be the right fielder, Aaron Stella. We worked on this one, didn't it? It's Stellaganis. He's the right fielder, and he is the leadoff hitter. Batting second, the second baseman, Brady Miller. Parks Bauk, the left fielder, bats third. David Coppage, the third baseman, is the cleanup hitter. Kai Holm, the shortstop, bats fifth. Batting sixth, Damian Keneally Jr., he's at first base. The DH, Keaton Mahan, is the bat seventh. And batting eighth, the catcher, Alejandro Lujero. And Colin Goda is the center fielder. He bats ninth. On the mound will be a right-hander, Tanner Line. And we'll get you all those numbers on those two starters as we get into the ball game.
All right. And, of course, Jerry Myers, the head coach of Middle Tennessee in his third year, and Jeff Forehand in his 19th year as head coach here at Lipscomb, 502 and 527. And he came here after about 6 years at Tribeca, where he had great 40-win teams just about every year. So an overall record of 713, 669 in this, his 25th year as a collegiate head coach. Our umpires tonight will be Luis Maldonado behind the plate, Nathan Huber at first base, Zachary Sutherland will be the third base umpire. Lipscomb has taken the field We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with first pitch right after this. 2 minutes now on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
From the Blue Raider Network in Van Wagner College, it's time for Middle Tennessee State University baseball. Today's game is brought to you in part by Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates, and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. State Farm Insurance and agent Deb Insel. Pepsi and your local Pepsi bottler. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office. And by Middle Tennessee State University. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Blue Raider baseball.
Lipscomb has taken the field, and we'll check their defensive alignment for you. They will have Ludero behind the plate, Coppage at third, Holm at shortstop, Miller at second, and Keneally is the first baseman. Balk in left field, Goda in center field. Stella Janis will be in right field, and on the mound will be a right-hander, number 50, Tanner Line.
And Tanner Line is making his sixth start, 13th appearance. He's thrown 28 innings, 31 runs, 27 earned on 44 hits, 12 walks, 17 strikeouts. He's got an 8.68 ERA and 0-1 record. Opponents hitting .352 against Line. And we've got a late scratch defensively for the Bisons. Number 31, that is Ryan Austin, will be at first base instead of Keneally.
Okay, we'll make that change. Tanner Line, 5'10", 185, a redshirt sophomore from Concord, North Carolina. And he is going to be working with his catcher, Alejandro Ludero. So we'll put, what number did you say he was, John?
Number 31, Ryan Austin.
Austin at first base.
Yeah,
and I guess it'll be in the same spot in the order.
They're checking on that for us, but apparently that's going to be the case.
All right, Austin at first instead of Keneally. Let's come in the home white uniforms. Their colors are purple and gold, and you'll see a little of that on the home uniforms. Raiders in the gray with the royal blue lettering and numerals and the blue caps.
It is definitely a dark purple almost a northwestern purple on the Bison's script and piping on their uniforms.
Eston Snyder will lead it off for the Raiders. Snyder, Badalack, and Minnick here in the top of the first inning. Snyder, 344, leading hitter, leading base stealer, and bounces one through for a base hit to left field on the first pitch of the game. Eston Snyder is at first base with nobody out.
And first pitch at 6:05.
And that first pitch went bouncing right past the third baseman into left field for the first hit of this game, and the batter will be Clay Badalack. You have to keep an eye on Snyder at first base because if you follow the Raiders, you know he likes to run. The pitch low and blocked by the catcher Ladero, ball one. Snyder, 20 stolen bases on the season in 23 attempts. Pitch is swung on, hit in the air to right field. That ball might be trouble, and that one is
foul.
Oh, out of the ballpark, but foul.
Just barely foul.
First base umpire went out into the outfield and had a good look at it. And I was hoping that Clay might get his first home run as a Blue Raider.
He's all the way back to the plate now, and Jerry Myers out. Is he wanting to check? He thought it might have gone, I guess. Are they gonna consult about something here?
I don't know if we have a review system here or not. We'll ask around.
They are.
Well, I guess we do. So we're going to have a review, and they'll take a look at it. Let's give you a little update on Conference USA. Well, you've got the schedule over there,
That's
John,
right.
of games tonight. Won't you run that down for them?
Sure. Dallas Baptist is at UT Arlington. Kennesaw State is visiting West Georgia. New Mexico State is visiting Texas Tech. And Alabama State is visiting Jackson State. And we're, of course, here at Lipscomb.
The conference standings going into play this week, Dallas Baptist leading overall 16-5. Kennesaw second at 14-6. Western Kentucky third at 14-7. Louisiana Tech fourth at 11-9. Jacksonville State fifth at 11-10. New Mexico State sixth at 10-10. Florida International seventh at 9-11. And Liberty is eighth at 7-14. Sam Houston ninth at 6-15, and the Raiders are 10th at 5-16. That's the standings going into play today.
Umpires back on the field uphold the foul ball call.
So it's a 1-1 count to Badalack. And line with the pitch, and it is low for ball two, 2-1.
To give you an idea, the home run giver-upper leader, how's that for a new one? Rigo Ramos of the Bisons, he's given up 10, but that's in 12 starts. Tanner Line has given up 9 in 28 innings as opposed to 49 for the young man who's given up 10.
So that ball just to the right of the 330 side at the foul pole in right field where it left the ballpark. This one is hit high in the air, but that's going to be playable. Second baseman back just a step on the outfield grass will make the grab for out number one here in the first inning.
To give you an idea, Line, his opponents are hitting 352 against Line. He's given up 9 home runs, 5 doubles, and a triple.
Here's Tyler Minnick. Tyler playing first base tonight. Batting third in the order, and the pitch to him is an off-speed pitch that's in for a strike call. Tyler hitting just a point under 300. He's at 299. 7 home runs, 32 driven in for the junior catcher. Check swing, and it's called a strike by the first base umpire on appeal, and it's 0-2.
During batting practice, the ball was carrying pretty well out into left field, as far over as the power alley.
And the pitch to the plate is swung on, hit high in the air. I think that's going to be foul, but the first baseman's over there. He's not taking any chances. It does go foul.
No, he caught that.
Did he catch that ball?
Mm-hmm.
Must have been right up against the screen.
It was.
So that will be out number 2. Minnick fouls out. And the batter's Brett Bondolan. Just as Minnick was a point under 300, Bondolan is a point over 300. He's at 301. 16 homers, 42 driven in. The runner goes. Throw to second is too high, and Snyder slides in under the tag. Stolen base number 21 for Snyder. He's at second base with 2 outs.
In scoring position now.
1 ball, no strikes. Right-hander comes set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 330 down each line, 375 to the power alleys, 400 to straightaway center. Big scoreboards in right center, about where ours is at Reese Smith Field. Outside for a ball, 2-1. And John, this may be my favorite scoreboard of any stadium we go to because I can read all the numbers.
Well, it's a good old traditional scoreboard.
2-1 pitch, misses outside, ball 3.
No graphics, no TV screen. At bat,
and
ball
numbers,
strikes, numbers you can read.
3-1, hitter's count for Von Dolan, and he hits it. Left field, it's drifting into foul ground. Everybody on a run. It's going to fall into the Lipscomb bullpen down the left field line. So the count will go full at 3-2 with Snyder at second base, 2 outs. Got a few fans in blue down before, sitting behind the Blue Raider dugout down the first base side. There's a lot of foul ground here at this park, as opposed to some we have visited.
You mean like at least one here in Nashville?
Hit off his fist. The pitcher's going to catch that one. A little pop-up will end inning number 1. Bondolan hit it right off his fist, straight up in the air, and the pitcher came over between home and first and caught it for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left, and we have completed half an inning here. Middle Tennessee nothing. Lipscomb coming to bat. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the first inning, no score. Raiders defensively will have Jackson Janella behind the plate. Clay Badalak at third. Matt Wolf at shortstop. Cooper Clapp at second. And Tyler Minnick will be at first base. Hayden Miller is in left field. Eston Snyder in center. And Brett Rogers in right field. On the mound is the right-hander, Jack Fortner.
Jack Fortner making his first start of the season. His other 9 appearances all in relief. He's thrown 9 in the third innings, given up 11 runs, 9 of them earned on 15 hits, 11 walks, 9 strikeouts. And like Line, the Lipscomb starter, an 8.68 ERA with no decisions.
This is Aaron Steliganis, the right fielder, to lead off for the Bisons. Takes the first pitch in for a strike. Steliganis hitting .298, has a 5-game hitting streak going. Bats from the right side, as do the majority of these Lipscomb Bisons in the starting lineup. Fortner's pitch is swung on and fouled back to the backstop. It's 0-2.
And we did get a update. We had already told you about Austin Ryan getting the start at first base. He will actually bat in the 7th slot. Damian Keneally stays in and will be the DH.
Pitch is high for ball 1, 1-2.
So that means that Keaton Mahan was the player eliminated from the lineup.
Pitch is fouled out of play to the right. Count holds it a ball and 2 strikes. Rogers made a long run over in foul ground as we just
to watch it go even farther.
Just mentioned there's a lot of foul ground, both down the foul lines and between the baselines and the dugouts and behind home plate. Pitch is swung on, fouled again, back to the screen. Count holding at 1-2. Steliganis will be followed by Miller and then Bauk. Top 3 in the order. Ball hit the right field. Rogers back there, shy of the track. He'll make the grab for out number 1.
He only had to move, 1 or 2 steps on that ball?
So 1 out for Brady Miller. Miller batted leadoff for Lipscomb when the teams played in Murfreesboro back on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day. He was 1 for 5 in the game there. He's hitting .305 on the year. Right-handed batting second baseman. Fortner's pitch outside, ball 1. Fortner's from Mount Juliet, pitched in junior college at Motlow State. And the pitch to the plate. Taken. Did he check? That's going to be called a strike, I think. First base umpires racking them up.
Good.
1-1.
As long as he's racking them up both ways.
Well, he's done so in the first inning. Fortner's pitch, a little bit low for ball, 2-1.
He had plenty of plate on that pitch, just not high enough.
And the 2-1 offering is swung on a miss, 2-2. Jack Fortner's dad played baseball here at Lipscomb, Trent Fortner. It's been a few years back. Breaking ball and in at the letters, and he is caught looking. So Miller is called out on strikes for out number 2. And the batter is Parks Bauk, the left fielder. This young man hitting .331, 5 home runs. Two outs here in the first inning, and the pitch right down the pipe, strike 1 called.
Can you see the outfield pitch clock?
High fly ball into center. Snyder will take it, and it's a 1-2-3 first inning for Jack Fortner and the Blue Raiders. Nothing across with one strikeout. So we have played one here in Nashville. Middle Tennessee nothing, Lipscomb nothing. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
And we move to the second inning in a scoreless ball game. 75 degrees at game time. A little bit different from the past weekend, John.
Yes. You know, I think one of the things that we talked about with that, not only was it wet all weekend, but it was cold all weekend. There was one day that the temp at game time was exactly the same as one in early March. That's the way it was. This is great. What a great day for baseball.
Very little wind, partly cloudy skies, and bright sunshine soon to be gone, but we'll enjoy it while it's here. Brett Rogers will lead off in the second inning for the Raiders. Rogers, Wolf, and Hayden Miller. Bouncer to first, toss to the pitcher covering, and they just barely got him. Rogers has good speed down the line.
I want to note that this is one of those ballparks where we have two first base. The one in foul territory in the running lane is green. We've seen them several different colors, haven't we, this year?
Yes, we have. Matt Wolf, the shortstop. Matt hitting .307, has 2 home runs on the year. And the pitch to the plate in for a strike, 0-1. Tanner Line, Lyne. Young man from North Carolina. The 0-1 pitch, strike 2 call, just about the same spot.
Yeah, that was a slider.
So 2 strikes the count. There's 1 out here in the second inning, no score. Line with the pitch and hit him right in the batting helmet.
Wow.
Good old helmet.
Because that was, he flips the bat. He's on the way to first base.
So Matt hit by a pitch.
They've got to do the concussion protocol now. So
Coach Myers and the trainer are out.
He's trying his best to ignore them, isn't he?
Yes. So Matt hit by a pitch will take up his position at first base.
He's actually smiling right now.
And the batter will be Hayden Miller.
I think everybody is satisfied now.
1 on, 1 out in the second inning. Right-hander comes set. And the pitch to Miller is swung on and missed. Strike one.
Had him out in front of a changeup. If he's going to throw us a whole lot of off-speed stuff, I hope we handle him better than we handled that young man from Jackson State on Sunday. In that
foul back to the screen. Count will go to 0-2 on Hayden Miller.
We saw nothing but change-ups and sliders that day.
Didn't do a very good job hitting them either,
we
did
did not. We've got to do better with that.
2 strikes the count. And the pitch. Hits straight up in the air. Foul coming back this way. Where'd it go? Over to your right, John.
Yeah, back over in the trees.
So we're in the parking garage just to the right of the stadium, and there used to be the tennis courts on top of that
I think
parking
they're still
garage.
there.
There's a ball hit down the left field line, and that's a foul ball down
into
deep in the corner. Count will hold it 2 strikes. I can just see the fountain behind the right field fence where we used to see the ducks come in to land.
We sure did.
We could see the pond at that time, but the trees have obscured the pond from our view.
They'll do that in 20 years, or almost 20 years.
Pitch low and outside. Throw back to first. Gets by the first baseman into right field, and then Matt Wolf, who was paying attention to getting back to the base.
And had to dive, and the ball got through and into right field. I think he was very wise just to kind of say, well, you know what? I'm going to depend on something else to get to second base.
First and second, or 1 ball, 2 strikes with the runner at first. And the pitch to the plate is
they called that a strike.
And I think Miller was expecting that. He walks back to the dugout. That is out number 2. And that is the first strikeout for Tanner Line. Cooper Clapp will step in. Bats from the left side. Raider second baseman.
Their second baseman playing 4 steps into the right field grass.
Pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Wolf at first base with 2 outs. And we're in the top of the second inning, no score.
Center fielder about 3-4 steps over towards right center field.
A little tap in fair territory picked up by the catcher, and he'll throw to first to retire the side. Just got a piece of it, and the catcher was on his toes there. Ladero was out on top of it before it could go foul and threw Clapp out at first base. So that is all in the second inning for the Raiders. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the second, still no score. Middle Tennessee and Lipscomb from Nashville. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call, and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. as Jack Fortner throws his warm-up pitch all the way to the screen behind home plate. That one kind of got away from him.
It did. I think he's kind of laughing about it right now.
4, 5, 6 hitters.
And I hope Clay Badalak, who was over there to give him the baseball back, I hope you've got that out of your system, son.
Here's Coppage. David Coppage, their cleanup hitter, batting from the right side. He had a home run against the Raiders in Murfreesboro earlier. And Fortner's pitch to him bounces up there, ball 1.
Well, at least it didn't go to the screen.
Check swing, and a strike is called. 1 ball and 1 strike. Coppage out of Chesterfield, Virginia. That one skips up there.
Yeah, that one bounced up again.
2 balls and a strike.
He needs to get that one out of his system.
Coppage is a transfer from Virginia.
When you bounce a couple like that, it usually means that you're trying to overthrow.
Pitch comes in over but low for ball 3, and it's 3-1.
Just need to stay within yourself and concentrate on good mechanics.
And that one almost hit him. That's ball 4. So that's the first base runner for the Bisons. Comes on a base on balls here in the 2nd inning. Coppage will take his position at first base. The batter is the shortstop, Kai Holm. He is, like the rest of these Lipscomb hitters, a right-handed batter. In fact, they took their only left-handed hitter out, Mahan, who was going to be the DH. He was replaced by Keneally at DH, and Austin replaced Keneally at first base. Pitch to the plate, misses for ball 1. Holm hitting .297, has 6 home runs.
Austin is a left-handed hitter.
There's a strike called. 1-1. So they do have a left-handed hitter in the lineup. Okay. Just haven't seen him yet.
We will maybe see him this inning.
1 ball, 1 strike. Throw to first, and it's a bad throw. Gets by Minnick.
That's that foul territory. It just came into play.
That will be an error on the pitcher. On the throw to first, down to second goes Coppage. It's an E1. Count on the batter, 1-1. Ground ball to short. Wolf near the bag at second, over to first, and the runner will advance to third on that ground ball. So Holm grounds out short to first, and now 1 out with a runner at third.
That would have been a double play ball, Dick. Had the runner still been at first base.
That would have been a letter perfect for Wolf just to touch second base and throw to first. That's how close he was to the bag when he picked it up. But instead, a runner at third with 1 out and a ground ball to short. A run will score. The throw to first in time. That was Keneally. For the 2nd out, he gets an RBI.
And I think that'll make that run unearned, right?
So still no hits for the Bisons, but they have a run. 1-0 Lipscomb. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Austin, a left-handed hitter. Check swing, takes the ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Austin from Auburn, Alabama. Transfer from Southern Union College. Swing and a miss. He had a home run cut. Came up empty. 1-1. Austin hitting .261. Fortner's pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Second meeting of the year between these two. Raiders won the first one at home, 14-9. And the 1-2 pitch struck him out swinging. That's going to do it. In the second inning for Lipscomb, they pick up 1 run on no hits. There was an error and nobody left. We've completed 2 full innings. Lipscomb 1 and Middle Tennessee nothing. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Ben Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Kevin Nichols coaching third for the Raiders. Ryan Huber at first. Need to give them a little business down there. Jackson Janilla will be leading it off in the second inning for the Raiders. 1-0. Lipscomb with an unearned run in the bottom of the second inning on a throwing error by the pitcher, Fortner, who was throwing over, really wasn't, I don't think, trying to pick the guy off first. He was just throwing over there to keep him close and made a bad throw. Here's Janella. Janella's hitting only .152. 4 runs batted in, but one of those was a game winner. Remember that, John?
Sure do.
Line with a pitch right in there for a strike called.
I have a feeling Jackson Janilla remembers it as well, and we'll probably remember it 50 years from now.
The pitch. High outside, ball 1-1.
Those are the kinds of things you do remember, aren't they?
Janella with Snyder and Badalak to follow here in the third. Swinging a foul out of play to the right. Might be back over on the tennis courts. 1-2. Line goes for a little rosin. Ready for the 1-2 delivery, and here it is. It's outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dugouts for both teams all up on the rail. Ball hit the center field, dropping for a base hit.
There you go.
So Janella with a leadoff single here in the third. Hit number 2 off line. Leadoff man on, and Eston Snyder will be the batter. Single to left on the first pitch of the game in the first inning. And that was at 6:05.
On the dot.
Snyder looks at a pitch low and outside, ball one.
Outfield playing Snyder straight up. Look at that center fielder. It would be hard for him to be much more straight up, wouldn't it?
And a direct line between home plate, the pitcher's mound, second base. Pitch low for ball 2-0.
Well, we know Snyder can hit to any field.
And a pitch. That one is also low. 3 balls, no strikes to Snyder.
Let's see. What do you think the signal is here? I think he'll be taken, don't you?
I expect so. Take it outside, ball 4.
He showed him a little bit of bunt. That was just to try and catch that. I think that maybe affect the pitcher's concentration because he had absolutely no intention of bunting that baseball, even if it had been a strike.
That's an old Little League ploy.
Yes.
First and second with no outs. Clay Badalak, the batter. He could be laying one down now, John.
Wouldn't surprise me. Third baseman thinks that's a possibility. He hit him, didn't he?
Inside.
Oh, how did he not hit him with that baseball?
Badalak did too good a job getting out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes.
That gets the pitching coach out to talk with Tanner Line.
Robert Ziegler is their pitching coach. He's in his second year in that position here. So a meeting on the mound. Lipscomb leading 1-0. We're in the top half of inning number 3.
Umpire on the way out now breaks the conversation up. Infielders back to their positions.
Tyler Minnick just had a word with Badalak. Tyler's the on-deck hitter. He's probably saying, you get him in scoring position and I'll get him in.
That would work.
1 ball, no strikes.
Needs to lay one down the third base line if that's what he's going to be doing. Showing bunt.
Catcher's going to, no, he's going to let the pitcher pick it up and the throw to first just in time. Sacrifice will move the runners to second and third with 1 out.
Was that 1-4? Was that the second baseman that came over?
I believe it was.
Yeah. They had they did not have the wheel play on. So third base was not being defensed.
Second and third, 1 out. Tyler Minnick, the batter. Fouled out in the first inning. A good play by the first baseman over by the screen. Time called at the last moment. And now he called a balk.
He called a balk.
Well, they signaled for Janela to come in, and now they're putting him back. What are we doing here?
I think maybe one of the umpires in the field intervened there. He may not have had contact with the rubber.
Minnick takes it outside, ball 1. Well, it appeared that somebody told the runner on third to go home.
He did. It was the home plate umpire.
1 ball, no strikes. Swung on, fly ball. That should get a run in. Center fielder back. He will take it. Janela tags. Throw will come to third, and the Raiders are on the board. Sacrifice fly for Tyler Minnick. Ties this game at a run apiece.
Estern Snyder decoyed towards third base, but saw that they were going to make the throw to third base, held up. He's still in scoring position.
2 outs now, and the batter's Brett Bondolan. hit that little lazy pop-up that the pitcher caught to end the first inning for the Raiders. Line with the pitch, outside, ball one. So it's a 1-1 game. We're in the top of the third, 2 outs. The Raiders with Eston Snyder. Good speed down at second base.
Lyon's having some trouble locating his fastball. Looks like it wants to sail on him.
There's a strike call, 1-1.
That was a good fastball.
One ball, one strike to Von Dolan. And the pitch to the plate. Swung on, hit down the right field line, foul. First baseman over. That was going to drift out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's up on the hill. One of our bullpen people went and got that foul ball. 1-2 the count to Von Dolan. Tanner Line with the pitch. Fouled off. Count holds it.
That time they did call the balk.
So I guess that is a no pitch then.
That would be a no pitch. And now we have a runner at third. He could score on a wild pitch here.
Hit in the air. Shallow right field. Right fielder coming on. Second baseman's going to make the call, and he'll take it over near the right field line for out number 3. So that is all in the third, but the Raiders come up with a run on 1 hit and 1 man left. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Middle Tennessee 1, Lipscomb 1. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the bottom of the third inning. The Raiders are making some kind of defensive change here.
Looks like Clapp is going to go to shortstop.
Is that Cale Vinson?
And that is Cale Vinson going to second base.
So Wolf is out. I don't know if he was the one that got hit in the head.
Right.
So he may be feeling a little the effects of that. So he is coming out, and Cale Vinson will go in to Wolf's spot in the batting order.
Vinson will be at second base. And Cooper Clapp moves to shortstop. You know, actually, Wolf had started out, and Coach Myers, while he was talking with the umpire, called him back. And I guess Vinson had to find his glove.
Here's Ladero. The catcher takes the first pitch from Fortner, and it's low for ball 1. So we've had all kinds of changes here in the first 3 innings of this game. Lipscomb changed their alignment.
It's a midweek game, right?
Yes. Swinging a foul. Out of play, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So Cale Vinson is in to play second. Clapp moves over to short. Battle Axe still at third and Minnick at first.
Yeah,
that's
the
infield.
the only change.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Pitch is swung on, fouled out of play. Going to roll back onto the playing field. 1-2. Ladero hitting .283, has a 4-game hitting streak going. And a ball hit right up the middle, and he has now hit safely in 5 straight games. And that is, John, the first hit for the Bisons in this game. Went right over the pitcher's mound into center field. So a runner at first, no outs. The batter is Colin Goda, the center fielder.
Fortner reached back for that ball. It was by him, though, before he had a chance to get his glove on it.
Coach Ferran giving a lot of signals down there at third base. Goda stands in for the runner at first, no outs. And the pitch. That's a strike, caught the outside corner.
Well, that was a pretty aggressive secondary lead that Ladero was taking down there at first base.
1 strike to count. Go to the number 9 hitter.
Ladero looks like he'd like to run.
Outside, 1-1.
Look, he is past the cutoff, or the cutout in the infield when he finishes that secondary lead.
Runner at first with no outs. Pitch to the plate, swung on, hit into center field, and that's going to drop in front of Snyder for a base hit. So back-to-back hits by the number 8 and 9 hitters. And runners are at first and second with no outs.
We've got action in the Raider bullpen. Unfortunately, we can't see who it is. We can see the bullpen catcher, but not who is throwing.
Stylijanis is the batter. He flied to right field in the first inning. He's their leadoff man. He is around a bunt. Pops it foul over by the Raider dugout. 1 strike. Raiders did the...
Coach Myers on the way. He
did the exact same thing in the top of the third with runners at first and second. Badalak laid down a nice bunt. Moved him into scoring position, and Jackson Janilla came in to score on a sacrifice fly. So Coach Myers having a chat with his infielders and pitcher. Probably talking a little bunt defense there.
Yeah. They'd really like to get Fortner through this third inning. That's about all you could expect based on his outings to date. He's certainly not stretched out to do any more than 3.
1 out, or no outs, 1 strike on the batter. Not bunting, and a little tap foul at the plate. Strike 2.
Both those runners were in motion, though.
So they took the bunt off, put the double steal on.
That may have been perhaps even a hit and run.
The 0-2 pitch, fouled out of play. Count holds at 2 strikes on Stylijanis. He is out of Ocala, Florida. Transfer from Polk State Community College, junior college.
Ocala is horse country in Florida.
That's right in the middle of the state, isn't it?
Pretty well. It's about 35 miles south of Gainesville, Florida. About 45 miles northwest of Orlando.
Swinging a foul off the screen. So there's your geography lesson for tonight, students. Two strikes, the count. And the pitch is swung on, hit to short. Over to second, out there, throw to first, safe. Clapp got it over to Cale Vinson for the force on Goda coming down. Runner on second goes to third, and Stellajanis is safe at first on a fielder's choice. So first and third, one out, and the batter is Brady Miller. Strikeout victim in the first inning. 1-1 game. We're in the bottom of the third. Lipscomb threatening. Runners at the corners.
Needs another ground ball.
And the pitch. It's taken for a strike. 0-1.
He struck Miller out in the first inning. He could do that again here. That'd be very helpful.
Ladero, the runner at third. Stellajanis running. The throw to second. Not in time. The runner at third broke but did not go home. So it's stolen base for Stellajanis. The count is two strikes. That pitch was a strike, 0-2.
Well, he swung at a pitch that was about a foot outside, just trying to protect that runner.
So two strikes, and now two runners in scoring position. Fly ball to right field. Rogers back, takes it over his head. The runner on third will tag and come in to score. And Lipscomb will take a 2-1 lead. Miller with a sacrifice fly. Drives in his 20th run of the season.
Stellajanis goes to third on the catch.
So now a runner at third with two outs. The batter is Parks Balk, the left fielder. Balk is a senior. Fortner's pitch misses inside, ball one. Balk flied out to center field in the first inning. Fortner with the pitch. Outside, ball two.
Does Snyder look like he's playing pretty deep to you, Dick?
Yes, he is indeed. Balk has 5 home runs. Check swing and a strike is called. 2-1. Balk is in his third year as a Bison. Redshirt senior out of Keller, Texas. North Central Texas College. Junior college, I assume. He came here from there. Swing and a foul down the right side. That'll be out of play. Count levels off at 2-2 with 2 outs and a runner at third. Lipscomb leading 2-1. We are in the third inning. Time called. I think the batter asked for time. Fortner ready with the 2-2, and it is hit on a one hopper to short. Clapp with the throw to first in time for the out. And that's going to retire the side. Here in the third, Bison's come up with a run on 2 hits and 1 man left on base. Totals after 3 for Lipscomb. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. For the Blue Raiders, 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error. Lipscomb leading 2-1 as we go to the 4th inning. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Before we move you into the second third of this 9-inning game, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Dick Palmer, John Calla with you from Ken Dugan Field in Nashville, home of the Lipscomb Bisons. 66th meeting, John, between these two in baseball. Long-standing rivalry. Lipscomb leads the overall series, 35 wins to 30 for the Blue Raiders. Here's line with the first pitch to Brett Rogers. It's outside. 4-1. Lipscomb won both games last year in the series. So the Raiders are trying to get back. They won the first game this year in Murfreesboro.
That series goes all the way back to when Lipscomb was a powerhouse in NAIA baseball with Coach Ken Dugan.
Counts 1-1. Rogers 0 for 1 in the game, takes a strike, 1-2.
Coach Dugan was a heck of a ball coach. He had a book that when I was a very, very young coach was kind of my Bible. I'd gone to a clinic here in Nashville, and then several years later I was at a clinic in Atlanta. In fact, it was in the Braves clubhouse, and
2-2 pitch is foul. No, is that a fair or foul ball?
He called him out. 2 unassisted. Fair ball.
Plate umpire rules it fair. That's the second ball we've had like that.
Yeah, and
Coach Myers
waved his.
Rogers wanted to stand around and plead his case with the coach. Coach said, "Get back in the dugout."
Yeah. Anyway, I one of the Braves pitchers had made a presentation, and I asked him a question, and this whoever that was, the major leaguer said, "I don't know what you're talking about." And after that presentation, Coach Dugan came over and said, "You read my book, didn't you?" And I said, "Yeah."
Here's Cale Vincent. First pitch, a strike called. Comes back with a fastball high for ball 1.
It was a question about mechanics for pitchers.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's a ball outside. 2-1. So Cale hasn't had a lot of playing time this year. and not too many at-bats. Bounces this one to third. Third baseman up with it. Coppage over to first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down in the 4th.
I'm going to be interested to see whether they bring Jack Fortner out for one more inning.
Hayden Miller, the batter, he was called out on strikes in the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Miller did not appear in the game in Murfreesboro earlier. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 quickly. 2 outs, bases empty in the 4th. There's a ball hit into shallow center. Gouda, the center fielder, coming in, makes the catch, and that's going to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down in the 4th. Nothing across for the Raiders. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Lipscomb 2, Middle Tennessee 1. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
David Coppage will lead off for Lipscomb in the 4th inning. It'll be Coppage, Holm, and Keneally to face right-hander Jack Fortner.
Back out there for his 4th inning. He's right at 45 pitches right now.
This will be his longest outing of the season.
Oh, yeah. There has been a right-hander throwing. I can't tell you who it is because you can't see a number. You can barely tell. But somebody's ready to go if needed.
So here's Coppage. He walked and scored in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, Fortner
stole a base. They got him around. There's a shot past Badalak into left field, rolling down the line. Miller up with it and going to second base, and just getting in there ahead of the tag is the batter Coppage. That'll be a double.
Right.
That one was hit between the bag and Badalak playing third, and he just got the glove down in time to deflect it a little bit. And it went down the left field line.
Hayden Miller got over there in a hurry. A good throw. Made that a close play at second base.
So for Coppage, his 16th double of the season. He's at second with no outs. Batter is Kai Holm, the shortstop. Fortner's pitch is high and inside, ball 1.
Lipscomb has had its leadoff hitter on now in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th innings. Jack Fortner got him in order in the 1st inning.
Runner leads at second, and the pitch is a strike called, 1-1. Right-hander comes set, and the pitch swung on, hit up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. They'll send the runner, and the throw is cut off. And Lipscomb will take a 3-1 lead. Holmes singled right up the middle to drive in Coppage from second. 3-1. That's the fourth hit for the Bisons and the third run. Coach Myers makes a trip to the mound.
He's got somebody in the pen that's ready, and he's called for him.
So we'll have a pitching change here in the fourth inning with Lipscomb leading 3-1. We'll be back to tell you about our new pitcher after this on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
So the Raiders have a new pitcher in the game. Right-hander Johnny Stevens will be coming in to take over the pitching duties.
Johnny Stevens making his 15th appearance, all but one of them in relief. He's thrown 19 in third innings, given up 25 runs, 19 of them earned on 27 hits, 18 walks, 20 strikeouts. He's got an 8.84 ERA, a 3-1 record with no saves.
Redshirt junior, 6'1", 195 from Ashland, Kentucky, and one of three players who came over from Walter State Community College up in Morristown. So Jack Fortner, in making his first start of the year, goes 3 innings plus, pitches to 2 batters in the fourth. He's allowed 3 runs on 4 hits. I think one of those 3 runs would be unearned.
That is correct. And those runners at first and second are his responsibility.
So the batter will be Keneally. He was originally slated to start at first, but they made a change, and he slipped over to the DH spot. So he is in there from the right side, grounded out in the second inning, 0 for 1. Runner at first. He's going, and the pitch is in the dirt. Got away from Janela. That'll be a stolen base for Kai Holm.
Yeah, bounce that ball.
1 ball, no strikes to Keneally. Stolen base number 61 on the season for Lipscomb. Their second of the game. Stevens comes set. And the pitch is in the dirt outside.
Yeah, that's 2-0. Yeah, and both of them have bounced in front of the plate. He just needs to calm down a little bit.
Two balls, no strikes to Keneally. Runner leads at second. The pitch, that's low, also in the dirt, ball 3. looking at some stately homes across the left center field fence over on Granny White.
There's nothing like playing baseball in the old neighborhood, is there?
Pitch the plate outside.
And we are right here in the middle of a residential neighborhood. There's
one of those first 3 pitches in the dirt must have been a strike, so it's 3-1.
Wow.
There's strike 2. So the count goes full to Keneally.
Yeah, 3-2, the umpire says.
And the 3-2 pitch is hit to left field, a base hit. They'll hold that runner third. Throw comes in from Miller, and runners are at the corners with no outs here in the 4th inning. Here's Austin. Fortner struck him out in the 2nd inning. A left-handed hitter.
They're going to go into a shift for him.
Young man from Auburn, Alabama.
Cooper Clapp, who is at shortstop now, is actually playing, 3-4 steps to the first base side of the second base bag.
He should feel right at home there. This is a strike call. Caught the outside corner, 0-1.
Cale Vinson, who's at second base now, is definitely playing Austin to pull and about 2-3 steps into the outfield grass.
He is out there with what we used to call a short fielder in slow pitch softball. You played that game, haven't you, John?
I sure have. I loved playing that game.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I played that game till I couldn't run and throw anymore.
Stevens comes set. Runners first and third. No outs. Ball outside. 2-1. Catcher Ludero is scheduled to be the next hitter. And the pitch. A swing and a miss. 2-2.
That was a big cut.
He had some big cuts his first time up there.
He sure did, didn't he? I remember one of them you said looked like his home run swing. He looks like it. He could hit one.
2-2. That is strike 3 called. I think he knew it.
He sure did.
So that's 1 out here in the 4th. Stevens gets a strikeout, and now a double play ball might get you out of this inning. Would get you out of the inning. Ludero had a base hit to lead off the 3rd inning, came around to score. So the infielders shift back to their normal positions. As Stevens comes set. The runner on first goes on a base hit to left. Another run is in. Runner on third home comes in to score. Ludero now 2 for 2, and he just picked up an RBI.
That closes the book on Jack Fortner. He goes 3+, gives up 4 runs, 3 earned on 4 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts.
The runner on first was on his way to second when Ludero knocked it into left field. So first and second with 2 outs, or with 1 out rather, and the batter is Goda. He had a base hit his first time up. There's a strike call. So it is now a 4-1 Lipscomb lead. That's already 4 hits in this inning. Fastball in for a strike, 0-2. Lipscomb is 2 games under 500 overall at 22-24, but in the conference they're 15-9. One of only 4 teams in the Atlantic Sun over 500 in conference play. Pitch is in the dirt outside, blocked by the catcher Janela. 1-2.
If you look at their non-conference schedule, they've played a really tough non-conference. They opened with Kentucky, played 3 with West Virginia, 3 with Villanova.
I think they played both Tennessee and Vanderbilt.
They have played both. They lost.
Go to second. They've got him.
Yes.
He is out at second base, as the runner down there had drifted too far off the bag, and the Raiders alertly picked it up. Cale Vinson put the tag on Keneally, so score that 1-4 on the putout. And he is picked off second base. That's the second out.
That's a big play.
Both runners were way off base when the pitcher went into his motion. There's a base hit past Badalak into left field. The throw coming to third, and it took a high bounce over Badalak's glove. Janela was there to back it up, but runners will be at second and third with 2 outs.
That big off big now.
I think that would be probably a single and going to second on the throw. Is that right, John?
I think I'll consult with their stat man.
Stelijanis, the leadoff man, will come in. He is flied out, hit into a fielder's choice. Second and third, 2 outs.
You're calling that a double.
Okay. Pitch is outside, ball 1. I can make a 2 out of a 1 very easily. 1 ball, no strikes. So that's 3 hits off Stevens since coming in. Both runs in the inning charged to Fortner. Inside, almost hit him. 2-0 to Aaron Stelijanis. He did not appear in the first game between the 2 teams.
Or we would have remembered how to pronounce his name.
Yes, we would have. Maybe.
Maybe.
Outside, Janela blocked it effectively enough to keep the runner at third. Ball 3. 3-0. See if they give him the green light here. Nope, he took it, and it's ball 4. So now the plot thickens.
Bases loaded.
Bases are loaded with 2 outs. The 8th man to bat in the inning is Brady Miller. He is struck out and flied out. That fly ball in the 3rd inning drove in a run. So he's not charged with a time at bat for that.
Fly ball here would get us out of this inning.
Bases loaded. The first pitch missed the knees, ball 1. The Raider right-hander winds and fires, and a foul outside the bag at third. Coach Forehand made a nice pickup down there. 1-1. Zadero, the runner, at third. Goda at second. Stellagenis at first.
There's a strike.
1-2 to Miller. Two runs in here in the fourth inning, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. 2 strikes on the batter. Time called.
They called a balk.
Everybody moves up a base. Now, why didn't we get to do that last inning?
We did.
Well, we didn't get the runner in, though.
No, but that's because the first balk was reversed. The second balk, the runner had already scored. That would have scored on the balk.
Pitch, ground ball back to the mound. Well, it's a shame we couldn't have got that a pitch before. It saved a run. That's all in the fourth. So the Bisons come up with 3 runs instead of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And 2 men left on base. So we have completed 4 full innings here in Nashville. It is Lipscomb 5 and Middle Tennessee 1. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.